Enchanting Moss Gardens, a guide to creating lush green sanctuaries. Moss is a fascinating and versatile plant that can add a touch of greenery and charm to any indoor or outdoor space. Moss gardens are easy to create and maintain, and they offer many benefits for you and the environment. Moss is a type of plant that belongs to the bryophyte group, which also includes liverworts and hornworts. Mosses are very simple and ancient plants that do not have flowers, seeds, or roots. Instead, they reproduce by spores and attach themselves to various surfaces by tiny hair-like structures called rhizoids. Mosses can grow almost anywhere as long as there is enough moisture and shade. They can grow on soil, rocks, wood, concrete, glass, metal, or even plastic. They can also grow in different climates and seasons, as they can survive freezing temperatures and droughts by going dormant until conditions improve. Moss gardens evoke a sense of ancient magic, transporting us to serene woodland realms and shaded glens. These ethereal landscapes, though modest in stature, exude a profound sense of tranquility and beauty. Moss gardens are a beautiful and unique way to add a touch of nature to your landscape. They are also relatively easy to maintain, making them a good choice for gardeners of all skill levels. In this video, we embark on a journey through the enchanting world of moss gardens, exploring their unique allure and offering a myriad of ideas, techniques, and considerations for creating your own verdant sanctuary. Whether you have a shaded corner in your backyard or dream of transforming an entire area into a moss-covered wonderland, this guide will equip you with the knowledge and inspiration to craft a garden that celebrates the quiet elegance of moss. Growing a moss garden can be a rewarding and enjoyable hobby for many reasons. Here are some of the benefits of having a moss garden. A moss garden can enhance the beauty and value of your home or backyard by creating a natural and serene atmosphere that matches any style or theme. A moss garden can provide you with a relaxing and therapeutic space where you can unwind, meditate, or practice mindfulness. A moss garden can save you time and money by reducing the need for watering, weeding, mowing, or fertilizing. Mosses are very low-maintenance plants that only need occasional misting or watering to keep them moist. A moss garden can help protect the environment by purifying the air, absorbing pollutants, preventing soil erosion, and providing habitat for wildlife. Mosses are also renewable and sustainable resources that do not require pesticides or herbicides. Understanding the fascinating world of moss. This section will provide an overview of moss, its unique characteristics, and the ecological significance it holds. Selecting moss varieties for your garden. Different types of moss have specific preferences and thrive in varying environments. This section will explore popular moss species and their ideal growing conditions. Design principles for moss gardens. Effective design is crucial for creating a harmonious moss garden. This section will offer insights into layout, focal points, and other design elements. Creating moss pathways and stepping stones. Moss-covered paths and stepping stones are enchanting features in any garden. This section will provide step-by-step instructions for incorporating these elements. Moss as ground cover. Using moss as a ground cover can create a soft, lush carpet effect. This section will offer techniques for establishing moss as a primary ground cover. Moss in containers and fairy gardens. Moss can thrive in containers, adding a touch of magic to patio gardens and miniature landscapes. This section will guide readers on creating moss-centric container gardens. Vertical moss gardens and moss art. Moss can be utilized to create stunning living art pieces. This section will showcase techniques for crafting vertical moss gardens and moss-covered sculptures. Moss in shaded gardens. Moss thrives in shaded environments, making it an excellent choice for gardens with limited sunlight. This section will offer tips for integrating moss into shaded spaces. Moss gardens and bonsai. Moss and bonsai trees complement each other beautifully. This section will explore the symbiotic relationship between moss and bonsai and provide tips for their coexistence. Maintaining your moss garden. Proper care is essential for preserving the beauty of moss gardens. This section will cover tasks like watering, grooming, and troubleshooting common moss-related issues. Here are a few additional tips for maintaining your moss garden. Keep your moss garden weed-free. Weeds can compete with moss for water and nutrients, so it is important to keep your moss garden weed-free. You can do this by hand weeding or using a herbicide. Protect your moss garden from extreme weather. Moss is a delicate plant, so it is important to protect it from extreme weather conditions, such as frost and drought. If you live in a cold climate, you may need to cover your moss garden with a tarp during the winter months. If you live in a hot, dry climate, you may need to water your moss garden more frequently during the summer months. Enjoy your moss garden. Moss gardens are a beautiful and relaxing way to add a touch of nature to your landscape. Take some time each day to enjoy your moss garden and the tranquility it brings. Moss gardens are not mere patches of green, they are living tapestries, woven with threads of nature's quietest beauty. With the insights and ideas presented in this guide, may you embark on a moss gardening journey that not only transforms your outdoor space, but also connects you to the ancient rhythms of the natural world. Your moss garden will be a sanctuary of tranquility, a testament to the enduring elegance of moss, and a living reminder of the power of quiet persistence. Happy gardening, and may your moss-covered haven bring you endless moments of serenity and wonder.